Have you ever wondered why you work harder every single year, but your bank account stays exactly the same? You earn a decent paycheck, and you are not living like a millionaire, but your savings are still empty. Picture your life as a large bucket filled with water, but the bottom has 20 tiny holes. No matter how much water you pour in, the bucket will never stay full because of these leaks. These holes are your modern lifestyle, and they are actually invisible financial vampires. Most people are bleeding cash through common habits that have become a standard part of their day. Wealth is not built by adding more complicated things, but by strategically subtracting what steals your energy. Today, we will explore 20 minimalist rules to transform your relationship with money forever. Subtraction is the true secret to creating massive addition in your financial and personal life. Rule number 1 is to eliminate every toxic debt immediately. High-interest debt is like thousands of tiny threads holding down a powerful giant. One single thread is weak, but thousands of them together will trap your entire future in place. Every month you send money to pay interest instead of building your own kingdom. Your financial freedom starts when you cut each of these threads one by one with a laser focus. Pay off your credit cards first, then your car loans, and then anything else that charges you to stay poor. Rule number 2 is to simplify your personal finances ruthlessly. Having your money scattered across many different accounts and applications makes you confused and tired. Complexity creates a thick fog that hides where your wealth is actually going every month. Imagine a farmer who dug 10 shallow wells across his land, thinking more wells meant more water. He spent his entire day running between them and exhausted his energy while accomplishing nothing. His neighbor dug just one deep well in the center of his property and had a reliable source for life. Simplify your banking to one main checking account and one high-yield savings account only. When you can see your entire financial picture in 5 minutes, you will make much better decisions. Rule number 3 is to plan every single purchase in advance. Most people lose money not because they do not earn enough, but because they buy things without thinking. Every impulse purchase is a stolen arrow from your financial quiver that you can never get back. Do not shoot your arrows at shadows like a hunter who returns home hungry and defeated every night. Be deliberate and research your alternatives before you spend your hard-earned money on something new. Asking yourself if a purchase solves a real problem is the first step toward lasting wealth. Rule number 4 is to use a waiting list for your temporary desires. Most of what you think you need right now will feel completely unnecessary in 30 days. The dopamine hit from buying something new wears off quickly, leaving you with clutter and less money. Write down your desires in a small notebook and walk away for 1 full month. You will find that most of these desires fade away, and you will save your money with true confidence. The merchant who buys every exotic spice he sees eventually finds his kitchen filled with rotting waste. Rule number 5 is to invest in quality items and not in large quantities. Cheap things cost you much more in the long run because they are designed to fail and break. When you buy a low-quality item, you usually end up paying for the same thing twice. Quality items serve you longer and often cost much less per year of use when you do the math. Think of 2 carpenters starting their businesses on the same day with different tools. The one who bought professional-grade equipment built a legacy, while the other constantly replaced broken hammers. Rule number 6 is to keep your home environment as simple as possible. A cluttered home creates a cluttered mindset that leads to poor financial and life choices. Clear surfaces and organized spaces create the mental clarity that you need for peak success. Your brain operates in survival mode when it is surrounded by junk instead of success mode. When your home is simple and clean, your brain can finally focus on building your wealth. Rule number 7 is to build a functional and simple wardrobe. Every morning, you make dozens of small decisions that slowly drain your precious mental energy. Choosing what to wear should not be an energy-wasting task that makes you late for work. Choose quality basics that match everything and fit your active and professional lifestyle perfectly. When getting dressed requires no thought, you start your day with full power for important tasks. Rule number 8 is to limit your information intake every single day. Information overload is the new form of poverty in our digital and noisy age. When your mind is flooded with opinions and noise, you lose the ability to think for yourself. Limit your diet of information to what actually helps you grow and earn more money. A focused mind makes much better choices than a mind filled with useless trivia and social media. Rule number 9 is to reduce your technology dependencies. Technology should be a tool that serves you instead of a master that controls your daily focus. Turn off all non-essential notifications and set specific times to check your phone. When you are not constantly interrupted, you waste less money on unnecessary tech upgrades and apps. True skill comes from your own mind, and not from the gadgets that you carry in your pocket. Rule number 10 is to reduce your empty social commitments. Your time is your most valuable asset because you can never earn more of it back. Every empty social commitment steals hours that you could use to build your health or your wealth. Learn to say no to invitations that do not bring you real joy or help you reach your goals. Quality relationships always beat quantity, especially when your time is at stake. Rule number 11 is to maintain high-value relationships only. Many casual acquaintances are not the same as true wealth-building connections. Spend your time with people who challenge you to grow and support your long-term goals. Avoid energy vampires who only take from your life and never give anything back to you. 5 high-quality connections will build more wealth than 50 shallow friendships ever could. Rule number 12 is to control your mornings with intention. How you start your day determines how you will handle your money and your stress later on. Most people wake up reacting to the priorities and the demands of other people. Create a routine that puts you in charge before the world demands your attention and your energy. No phone and no digital noise for the first 30 minutes allows your mind to stay sharp. Rule number 13 is to embrace a consistent and powerful routine. Routine is not boring because smart people know that a routine is the path to freedom. When your important actions become automatic, you save your mental energy for big decisions. Build routines for your most important financial planning and your work activities today. Routine is the foundation that allows your mind to focus on what matters most in your life. Rule number 14 is to master your calendar with precision. What is not scheduled in your day will likely never happen in your busy life. If you do not plan your time intentionally, other people will fill it with their own priorities. Schedule your income-generating work and your personal growth before anything else. Protect this time like it is a treasure because it is the fuel for your future wealth. Rule number 15 is to set clear and specific annual priorities. Without clear priorities, you scatter your energy across dozens of goals and accomplish nothing. Focus creates wealth, while distraction always creates poverty for everyone involved. Choose no more than 3 major goals each year, and ignore everything else until they are finished. When you focus your energy like a laser beam, you will cut through every obstacle in your path. Rule number 16 is to create energy reserves for yourself. You are not a machine, and ignoring your physical limits leads to total burnout and failure. Protect your sleep and eat nutritious food so you can work with sustained power every day. Working smartly with sustained energy is how you build lasting wealth over many decades. Rule number 17 is to rest with a specific and intentional purpose. Real rest recharges your mind, while fake rest, like scrolling on a phone, leaves you more tired. Unplug from all digital inputs and let your mind process in total silence for a while. Take walks in nature without a podcast and listen to your own thoughts instead of others. When you rest with purpose, you return to your work with fresh clarity and better ideas. Rule number 18 is to practice emotional detachment from objects. Keeping things for sentimental value can slowly become a financial prison for your home. Memories live in your mind and your heart, and not in the old objects sitting in your closet. Let go of what no longer serves your current life to make space for your future self. Your wallet and your living space will thank you when you stop hoarding the past. Rule number 19 is to start with the simple basics of money. Master the fundamentals before chasing complex strategies and risky investment techniques. Spend less than you earn and save your money consistently before taking any big risks. Build your wealth on rock-solid fundamentals and not on the shifting sand of social media hype. People who skip the basics often lose everything when the market becomes difficult. Rule number 20 is to review your entire life every 6 months. Life changes constantly, and what served you before might be a heavy burden now. Without regular reviews, bad habits and wasted money will creep back in like weeds in a garden. Audit your finances and your commitments twice a year to stay perfectly aligned with your vision. Cut what is unnecessary and keep what serves your growth and your happiness. These 20 rules prove that subtraction is the true path to a life of abundance. When you remove the noise, your financial signal becomes crystal clear for you to follow. Your transformation starts when you choose just one of these rules to follow today. Do not overwhelm yourself trying to do everything at once, but start with one small action. The richest life is not the fullest one, but the most intentional one that you can lead. Start subtracting today, and watch your wealth and your peace grow in the silence. Thank you for listening to these 20 rules for a better and wealthier life.